I mean, did you really think that I was just gonna go away? Really? Well, I guess you don't know me that well, do ya? Well, we'll get to know each other better, I promise. At least in a socially acceptable way through the internet. Welcome back. After a long hiatus to another live edition of another stupid sports show. I'm your host, Jim B. And yes, I've been gone for a couple of weeks. I will get to all of that and why it happened and how abouts and where. Welcome back, Foster. Good to see you. But tonight is the big story. Well, at least the one that I'm willing to talk about without bursting into tears. I tried to get all that out about 3 o'clock this afternoon. Hopefully that took. But the Colorado Avalanche, in spite of what everybody thinks, especially John Cooper, coach of the Avalanche. No, I understand, Foster. I know Q&A's still going on, so I know I'm competing. But they have a 3-1 lead over who has been the juggernaut in the NHL for the past 2 years, the Tampa Bay Lightning. Did playing Braden Point screw things up for the Lightning? Did they wreck him? Can the Colorado Avalanche break the three-peat and bring the cup back home to the Mile High State? And what's more importantly, will we be getting pizza? Because if either of these teams score 6 goals tonight, I am going to order pizza, and I'm going to be very, very happy to do so because I would like something to, just a nice little treat for the evening. Meanwhile, I hope you all have been doing well. That the summer has been treating you well. Honestly, I root for the cup tonight. I like the idea that the Avalanche just run over it. Yeah, I heard that Q&A got out of hand. I told the mods in my absence to not tolerate any bullshit and just start kicking people if it got too crazy. But from what I could see, it was more along the lines of acting out crazy and twisted minds crazy, if that Bigfoot erotica was to be believed. By the way, I know you can't see her, but Angie is here. She's hiding behind the scoreboard right now and patiently waiting for the game to stop so that I will pay attention to her. We've got about 15 minutes till puck drop right now, so I will have a little bit of time to fill. William, glad to see you could make it. So, explanation for where I've been. I have started a tradition where every year I drive back across the country to see my mom. I did it last June because I lost the holidays with her due to the quarantine stuff, and I figured my schedule is my own. I have a car now, I'll do it. But this time I took extra time because I wanted to hit as many record stores as I could across the country to see what their dollar bins had to offer, and holy crap, I found some real interesting stuff. I'm not going to be showing off any of it tonight because there's some things that I want to keep a secret. But I can tell you that I did fill out a couple things off of my list. I was able to find a copy of Songs from the Big Chair, the great Tears for Fears album, as well as Excitable Boy by Warren Zevon. That's the guy who did Werewolves in London, which Kid Rock sampled for his whatever song thingamabob. Well, let's just say Cincinnati and Detroit. Detroit, of all places, yeah, they had some real cool crates to dig through. I got very lucky. Very, very lucky. And my favorite stores were the ones who just pointed me toward the dollar bins with no expectation or judging at all. And glad to hear, Luke, that it has been calmer than expected. Welcome, True North. Glad to see you could make it. Dear NHL, it's the summer, and this is now. Signed, everyone. And that, as tainted as it is now, I very clearly remember the summer when Chicago finally came back as a hockey team and won the cup, because all the people who came to the victory celebration were all wearing their very, very heavy hockey jerseys, and there were many reported cases of heat stroke, which is not funny. It's just they hadn't had a celebration in so long. They were so excited that they did not dress for the summer weather. But hey, I had to admire the dedication to Sparkle Motion for that. Let's see. What else? Oh, I did, for some reason, watch the NBA Finals, which you could tell me I'm crazy or not, but did it seem like the NBA Finals were just kind of meh, kind of boring this year? Like there were a couple good games, but after a certain point, it just felt like a foregone conclusion that the Warriors were going to run away with it. And at least with this, series, there's been a little bit of uncertainty. The juggernaut versus the most dominant team in the Western Conference. And I've been excited about that. And plus, it's hockey. Weird shit can happen with hockey, as we saw with the Nazem Kadri goal, which even Nazem Kadri didn't think was a goal. But weird things. It was just, William was right. It was just too predictable. Yeah, I got so bored that I started paying attention to the ads more than the game, which was not good for my mental health. This is a major reason why I stopped watching TV in the first place, was because I got tired of sitting through all the ads. On that note, tonight's broadcast of Another Stupid Sports Show is brought to you by our favorite sponsor of the moment, Super Chill Cream Soda. Yeah. Yeah. Boston fell apart like Maple Leafs levels of choke. Yeah. Yeah. I know it's kind of accepted that the Maple Leafs are the new Washington Capitals, that they just cannot get past the first round. Or that now is the Toronto Maple Leafs that are considered the team that just can't get it done. I felt bad for them. I felt like they actually really put forth an effort in their series this year. And they just did not have what it took to keep up. Which is a shame, which is sad. But I'll tell you, I don't know what the solution will be for Toronto. Anybody who knows the team better probably has plenty to say, but I'll just tell the fans, hold out, keep believing, it can happen. Oh, thank you, Angie. That's a very appropriate time to be doing this. The other thing that happened while I was away is that I got another animal in the house. there was this stray cat that had been appearing in my backyard for better part of a couple of weeks, and it was friendly. Like, it was very strange. My neighbor feeds a lot of the stray cats in the neighborhood, and when she can, she'll try to get them taken to a vet for a TNR. And this one, we both noticed, was actually friendly. It had been socialized. It was used to being around humans and liked being around humans. So I started feeding it, and well, on that really brutally hot day that we had earlier this week in the area, I hadn't seen the little bugger since last night, and then he came back to the back door that night, and he looked like he had been through hell. He was worn out. He was just laying down in front of my back door, just needing a break. And that day I also got heat exhaustion, so I couldn't imagine what he had been going through. Hello, geezer. Glad you can make it. And so he did not resist, and I just picked him up. I brought him down into the basement and got him set up down there. And so, of course, Angie's stuff is now up here, and she is very angry that she is not getting the chance to throw the interloper out of our house. And they can't interact yet because, one, he's been an outside cat. I don't know if he's picked up anything. Two, he's not neutered, so I don't want anything weird with aggression to happen between him and Angie. And three, he's not been to the vet yet. So I want to make sure that was taken care of. And at this point, I still can't get him into a carrier without him freaking out or scrambling away. And it's hard to do that with one person. So that's going to be all on hold for right now. So if you hear two distinct voices meowing and singing the songs of their people in the background, that is why. It's not a special effect. It's not echo. Bring back Harold Ballard. What do you think, Angie? Should the Toronto bring back Harold Ballard? Oh, I think that sounds like a no to me, True North. I mean, I do recognize that Harold Ballard is dead, but I'm not taking that into account with my assessment of his abilities. I just think from, the stories that I've heard of him and what the state that he left the team in after he died, that it's not in the best interest of the franchise for him to come back. And once again, welcome back, geezer. Glad to see you could make it. Now, the only thing that's really, well, a few things are chapping my ass right now. The thing that is really chapping me was getting that heat exhaustion on Monday, and I got taken out for the rest of the week. I wasn't able to get any work done, but I figured a good place to start again would be to just do a stream for Game 5. Hang out, shoot the breeze, and see if we get a nice celebration tonight, or if we have to deal with the Tampa Bay fans one more time. I don't mean that. Honestly, most or all the sports fans that I end up dealing with through this channel have been pretty decent and pretty good, chill people, and I am very glad that they can, come here and not be assholes about, the world that is sports. Oh. It begins. They're doing the level check in the arena. The referees are skating around and, of course, getting booed mercilessly. As they deserve to. Oh, True North is conflicted, wants to cheer for the dynasty, but also wants McKinnon to get a ring. If you want, I can flip a coin for you. If you just want to get the decision out of the way. And it is a real coin. It has a head and a tail. You can tell those are two different sides. So I'm not going to like trick you into making a decision that I want or anything like that. If you want me to do that, just let me know. Sean McDonough and Ray Ferraro, have no idea who they are. I assume that they are some sort of big shots in the hockey world. But the skate-arounds are happening on the ice right now, and we are getting close to the puck dropping. You know, as much as I really wasn't too excited for this matchup, and also by the fact that I think I've been kind of cursing the Avalanche by whenever I tune into the games they lose, I figured I'd still do the stream tonight. You never know. Besides, it'd be nice to get some sort of confirmation that I am not a curse for any particular sport or team. But mostly the reason I'm tuning in tonight is so that I can listen to them do all the small things in the third period, if we're lucky. Yes, the very important question, will we get pizza tonight? If either of these teams score 6 goals, I will order some pizza. I'm not sure what kind, but hopefully it'll be enough to satiate the hunger I've been feeling ever since that long ago sandwich. So long ago now. Oh, they're doing the national anthem. Let me ask how people who are here, who are paying attention, how y'all been doing? What you been up to? Take your time on the responses. I know a lot of people are bouncing between a couple of videos. I know I'm competing with Grassi's Q&A right now, and probably several other streams for things that I don't know or understand. But I'll check in with you guys. We've got some good people here. I want to make sure y'all are doing okay. Oh, and by the way, for anybody who does happen to be listening right now, I am going to be doing a special dumb thing on Monday night, starting approximately 8 o'clock. It will not be another stupid sports show. It will be something a little bit different. And I'll be doing it in a style that will be a little difficult, but the only way I can technically do this idea without the copyright cops coming down on my ass. It's convoluted, but it is the way. So, if any of y'all have a song request, a song that makes you feel good, or that you would play for somebody else to put them in a good mood, you know, either put it in chat, or I've got a tweet pinned at the top of my profile on Twitter. Leave a response on that one, and try to get you taken care of. Yeah, that's kind of why I don't listen to the national anthem singers anymore. Everybody is, you know, using as their American Idol auditions. Well, here we are. We have now the face-off. And the face-off will be won or dumped back into the Colorado end. So I guess technically they win the face-off. They're able to work it back out of the zone and are already trying to get some pressure on Vasilevsky. But now there's going to be a fight along the boards behind the goalie, which Colorado will win. They're going to fight to keep it in the zone. First stop on goal saved in the 5-hole. And here comes the Lightning. They can't really get through, have a lot of sticks to battle through. They were trying to do something during a line change. Yeah, it's hard to do much because of how hot it's been. Because of that exhaustion I had from earlier in the week, I got wiped and I just was not able to do anything. I was kind of got afraid of going out during the hot times, even though I usually do all my yard work like early in the morning so I don't have to suffer, but even in the morning it was bad. Meanwhile, so far we have a lot of back and forth, a lot of skating up the ice, but nothing substantive so far, and finally we have a stoppage of play. I'm not sure why. Because I had the volume down in my monitor so that I can listen to it, but you guys can't, and I can't get thrown off of YouTube. All right, face-off just outside the Colorado zone. It will be dumped in by the Lightning, trying to get them to muff the exchange, but Colorado is not so obliging. They end up taking it into the Tampa Bay end. Out from behind, Vasilevsky will be shot along the boards and sent all the way down the ice, and will be an icing call. So it will be sent right back. Face off in the Tampa Bay zone. Kind of quiet for this beginning. Seems like they're trying to suss each other out, see if there's a weakness that either one of them can exploit. And that crowd is, they are impressive right now. Lightning win the face-off. Will throw it behind the net to try to clear out of the zone. Colorado intercepts it, is able to keep it in. They'll send it back again to try to regroup. Sent along the boards again. Thrown back again. But to no avail. The Lightning do end up clearing the zone. It will get bounced. And it's another icing call. 18:04, and just a lot of jockeying for position right now so far in Game 5. You can feel the tension. Oh, yes, you can. And they're not... Usually they can block out the crowd noise a little better than they do, but they're not doing a good... They're not doing a good job right now. Let's see. Yeah, it reminds of the Warriors. Back-to-back before looking completely outmatched to an underdog. Oh, Kemper made that save. It gets dumped to the other side to clear. And a little stick play will get the puck intercepted, and they will... And Hedman demolishes the Avalanche player against the wall, and they return the favor as the Lightning are trying to get set up in the Colorado zone. Oh, things are getting really aggressive now. Another player just got immediately dumped. But unfortunately, an icing call against Colorado. Oh, I do apologize to the Avalanche fans out there if my watching somehow causes them to magically lose this game. But I hadn't tuned in for most of the Stanley Cup. I wanted to watch tonight, so screw it. Face-off will be won by Colorado, taken behind the net and shot out of the zone. Unfortunately, pass could not be controlled. It will get back into Tampa's control, and they will have to regroup at mid-ice just before dumping it in. Stamkos is now into the game for the Lightning. Kucherov gets it back. It will be thrown across. And Kemper covers up again as Tampa Bay is getting the first bits of offense in this match. Yeah. Well, and Colorado's getting a minor penalty for high sticking. Nice sell by that Tampa Bay player. True North, so you say Curry looked mediocre in the finals. Do you think he actually deserved the finals MVP, or was it just a case of like how the Oscars do things? You know, you didn't win for any of the really good performances that you did early on. So to make up for it, we're going to give you this award now when you didn't really do that well. But everybody acknowledges that you rock. On the way, another save by Kemper. And he'll be able to trap it against his glove, against his body. Play stops. Oh yeah, right into the chest. Only 7 seconds off the power play so far. And the Avalanche end up shooting it out of their end. Lightning will have to come up and try again. Meanwhile, the Lightning are just getting harassed every time they pass the puck. They're not even able to get a shot on it that time. They've dumped out with 1:15 to go in the power play. All right. Yeah, neither do I, True North. I don't know how it's picked. I'm just curious if you thought that Curry did not deserve the MVP. Oh, now they've got their formation going, passing around, looking for the opening, but they try to get it up the middle. Nothing doing, will get cleared. 40 seconds to go now on the Tampa Bay power play. Lehkonen comes off after that clear. They have to regroup after a little bit of how do it mid ice. Perry will dump it back to Kucherov, who will send it back across the ice. One-timer, they were looking for the deflection, but it was just too darn close. It will get saved, however, by the Lightning. They will have 5 more seconds of power play. And it gets deflected off to the side. They are at full strength once again as the puck gets cleared. And the Avalanche are down. And it got hit by Stamkos, I think, on that one. Avalanche are able to recover the rebound. They'll pass it back behind Vasilevsky in order to try to set up and fool him again. Not able to get anything done, unfortunately, that time. Down to 14:20 to go in the first period. And the Avalanche have stolen it mid-ice, but it gets stick-checked away. And now we got the pushing and shoving. We might get some noogie fights in the first period. Face-off will be in the Tampa Bay zone. Curry is finals only MVP? No, but who on the Warriors deserved it? Wiggins? Tatum for Boston? Maybe. Yeah, has there ever been a case of MVP winning, of someone winning MVP who wasn't on the championship winning team? I mean, that would be really cool if it happened, to be honest, but it seems like a low percentage case that that Tatum would have gotten it. It'd be really cool if he did, honestly. Another shot blocked by Vasilevsky. Oh, and that puck got knocked out of bounds. We'll see where they decide to put it when we get back from this commercial break. Oh. All right, we have an exciting game so far. Tampa Bay has been a bit more dominant, I'd say, than Colorado, who is struggling to get shots on goal, or even to have an extended stay on the offense. Hopefully, in the name of pizza. In the NHL, says Mr. True North, the MVP has gone to the players that did not make the final because MVP is for the entire playoffs. Yeah, I mean that's the whole reason that that the NFL has the regular season MVP and of course the Super Bowl MVP, because they very clearly make that delineation. Well, one would hope that they do the same thing in the NBA too, but then again, I've never really been into the NBA as much as I've been into the NFL or hockey, so I'll fully admit that I know less than diddly about professional basketball, other than the fact that apparently traveling is just something they call when they're bored and have nothing to do. Oh, man. Well, we are back now, and Vasilevsky's looking his best to be intimidating there on the ice. Lots of noise from the Avalanche faithful in the crowd again. Down to 13:52 to go in the first period. Face-off just outside the Colorado zone. Face-off will be won by Lightning, but sent all the way back to their end of the ice, and McDonough will have to regroup behind Vasilevsky. Attempted some aggressive forechecking by Colorado. Doesn't really work, but at least they were able to keep the Lightning from getting any shots on goal. They attempted back in, and now it's just up and down until somebody actually does something. The double team at the blue line did not work out for the Avalanche. There's going to be a penalty now? Another penalty on Colorado? And Kadri's going to the box. A penalty for hooking. Okay, so that is two penalties on Colorado so far. J.S. Giguère won the MVP in 2003 after Ducks lost in the final. So it can happen. Wow. So far, the Lightning are 0 for 1 on the power play and have only managed to get one shot in. Thank you, William. So nice to have mods. Kemper snatches that one out of the air after it just gets wildly thrown at the net. That didn't really seem like a shot attempt, to be honest. They face off to Kemper's right. Puck is free after a bunch of chaos in front of the net, and the Lightning will come up with it. But Colorado is able to clear, and William clears some things up. Jerry West is the only player to win Finals MVP on the losing team, won it in 1969, even though the Lakers lost to the Celtics. So it has happened, just not since they started doing the Finals MVP. And Jerry West is a notable name in the NBA, right? Isn't he supposed to be the guy that the NBA logo is based off of? You know, the silhouette of the guy dribbling the ball? Isn't that Jerry West? And they're mucking along the boards now, fighting for control of the puck. They are not able to get centered in front of the net. Avalanche will be able to take it down the ice. And that shot goes wide. But they have it again. Another shorthanded shot goes wide. That wasted another 20 seconds. Oh, cool. I have been paying attention at some point. 10 seconds left on the Tampa Bay power play, by the way. They're desperately trying to get something because so far they have been getting smacked around on their own whenever they have an advantage on the ice, which you really do not want to do. And now Kadri's out of the box. And Kadri will pass it in. They will be onside in the Tampa Bay zone. A wrister ends up hitting their own player, but the Avalanche are able to keep it in. Man, there is just some great gritty play going on from the Colorado Avalanche right now. They are rushing and like mad to get any opportunity that they can. And there's a turnover now in the Colorado zone. It's being taken behind the net and back out front so that they can hopefully score. Tampa Bay player slips. No arm is up, so thankfully no penalty called. Another glove saved by Kemper. Shots are now evened up at 5-5. That was a nice save there. They tried to go high glove side on him, and he just snatched it right out of the air. Fan-frickin-tastic. Lightning wins that one. It's a quick victory, but that shot will be wide, even though they had a great opportunity for it. And now they're cycling around the edge again. Be a long slapper from the blue line, but it gets deflected away. And finally, the Avalanche managed to clear. It gets batted down, but they were unable to control it going into the Tampa Bay zone. However, a turnover at center ice gets them back in again. They're going to fight for it in the corner now. A near centering pass nearly comes together for them. I'm going to try it again. Colorado will have a penalty with a broken stick on the ice, and now there's a noogie party starting in the front. But it has not been blown dead. And now the Colorado has pulled their goalie in an attempt. But finally, Tampa Bay touches the puck. It will be stopped. And we will have a delayed penalty coming on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Ooh. Ah, it was so close. It was just bouncing a few inches away from the post. Well, I'm assuming that's going to be a tripping penalty because Stamkos just blatantly went into him skate first to make him fall. But you know, I have to be honest, I still don't know what will be called a penalty and what won't be called a penalty these days. So let me see. What was the other one I had to write down? Yeah. Sorry, just making some song notes for Monday night. Like I said, I'm doing something stupid at 8 p.m. Central on Monday night. Unfortunately, it'll be a little convoluted, but I trust that the intelligent people that we have in the chat can follow along. Oh yeah, we'll definitely have some fun with that. I promise it's nothing weird, it's just a different kind of stream. No, not Bigfoot erotica reading True North. I would need a lot more subscribers to do a Bigfoot erotica reading. And you are looking at a person who during the pandemic participated in a full staged reading of the infamous fanfic My Immortal and did the entire thing in a Canadian accent as Harry Potter, just because that was the only way to make it bearable. But so far, unfortunately, a shorthanded chance for the Lightning. So they lose 20 seconds of that power play to a mistake and some faffing about. And centering pass will get caught up in the middle. They will regroup near the blue line. They're circling around looking for that one opportunity. Centering pass gets knocked back over the net, and now the fight will happen behind the goalie. Avalanche managed to keep it in. McKinnon passes up a shot, will send it back behind the goalie again, and is sent around to the far side. Up at the top, McKinnon has a one-timer. It gets deflected by Vasilevsky off to the right. And they are unable to control the rebound behind the goal, and Tampa Bay clears it once again. We're down to 45 seconds now in the power play, and a little over 7 minutes to go in the first period. Yes, True North, yes. If you've never read My Immortal, essentially it's some self-insert fan fiction which is very poorly written, very poorly spell-checked, and it's basically like emo horniness at Hogwarts. And Harry Potter is now a Satanist, and will finally get the shot off as they go to full strength. But it's just cringy and horrible. And I decided to do all my lines as Harry Potter in a Canadian accent, which meant that at a certain point I pretended that I was having deep fantasies about Wayne Gretzky. Quarantine did funny things to us all, I think. But it was a lot of fun. Oh, good. Colorado's able to intercept at around the red line. We'll be able to control the puck, allow for a bit of a line change. Unfortunately, some aggressive forechecking going on by Tampa Bay. Right on shot from Colorado gets deflected by Vasilevsky. Avalanche can manage to keep it in, though. Stamkos is giving him a nice bear hug at the blue line, and that shot goes nowhere. And the guy does such a poor job that he ends up losing his stick and cannot continue the play. Nothing doing on that trip into the offensive zone. And now is another back and forth, back and forth. Who will get the next opportunity? Kemper attempts to clear, but the Lightning do just enough to hold it in. No, they do not. It is now a 2-on-2 going up the ice. A slow up, glove saved by Vasilevsky. Clock will stop. Yeah, nothing wrong with Wayne Gretzky fantasy as long as it's done, safely and comfortably inside your own home and with those who agree to be around it. Whew. Oh, that one shot on Vasilevsky, that was very close to going in. Just one more second of bouncing and all the Avalanche could have gotten their hands on it. Oh, man, even though it's not looking, pizza's not looking likely at this point, so far this game is a lot of fun. It has been a lot of fun to watch. I'm enjoying it. Whew. Oh boy. I just realized I do not really have anything planned to talk about for the rest of the game. Oh my god. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, this is how you know I'm a professional streamer. Well, I guess I'll talk to you all real quick about what I'm going to be doing Monday night. So, essentially, I'm going to be doing a sort of live-ish kind of radio music video show. Think like the old days of MTV when they actually played music videos. And yeah, the reason I'm doing this is because there's been a show on the internet called Radio Dead Air that has been going for a number of years, much longer than I've been doing these videos. I was very involved in that community for a while. Their kind of most well-known thing is a News of the Weird segment that they do every week called What the Fuck is Wrong with You? But they also introduce people to good music and, support other content creators by playing their stuff on the show. Oh shit, we got a Grossi raid going on. Wow. Well, thank you all for being here. Right now we all just chilling, watching the Tampa Bay and Lightning and Colorado Avalanche, duel for in game 5 for the Stanley Cup. ZJ, I am doing well. Dean's here, and so is Jack, Gamester, Cake, Jake, Go Bucks, and Graham Martin started it in. Thank you, Grossi, for sending everybody our way. Oh, the Colorado Avalanche are trying to get something going at center ice, but are not able to control the puck in the zone. Tampa Bay will come out with it again. Yes, like and whatever, like, subscribe, whatever. Yeah, I did, Leaf. I did do a partial shave. Chili Dog, if I get to 10,000 subscribers, I will read you Bigfoot erotica. So, clip this right now. However you got to do it. And I'm sure Luke is in the process of clipping it as we speak. that if I get to 10,000 subscribers, I will read you all some Bigfoot erotica. Thank you for being here. The reason for the trim is that I have a bet going with Minnesota Vikings Man 28 that if the Lions do not finish at least 6-11 next year, that I will go to the Vikings-Lions game at US Bank the following season dressed as a Viking. So I figure if I'm going to have to do it, I might as well get the beard to a place, where it can look really impressive. Hey, Logan, glad to see you can make it. We will save the Canadian accent for when it is appropriate. If I get to 10,000 subscribers, we will do it upright. I promise you this. I promise you this. Oh, I've got so many. Oh, Tampa Bay scored. How'd they do that? Okay. Better update that then. Must have happened while the raid was going on. Yeah, 10,000. Damn, just one good shot. I got in there somehow. Down to 3:43 to go now in the first period, and Tampa Bay has taken the lead. Oh. Good times. Oh, wow. Oh, that was fun. Had a nice little burst in here before things got quiet once again. But now here we go, another face-off in the Colorado zone. I'll see what True North is referring to in just a moment. Meanwhile, we have another stoppage of play, another shot on goal that Kemper immediately saves. I'm just assuming that you're ahead of me, True North, and that sooner or later I will see what you are talking about. Oh, face-off comes again. And the Avalanche win it. We'll start taking it out of their zone. It will be cleared. Oh, yeah, I don't know how that wasn't a penalty. But I'm sure the crowd is very angry. Hello, DSR. Oh, you are a sad Chicago fan, huh? Wait, do we have another penalty against Colorado? At this point, I don't know. Yeah. Just out of curiosity, DSR, what makes you a sad Chicago fan at the moment? I actually lived in Chicago for many, many years, so I know the plight of Chicago fans very well. Oh, no penalty, just maybe a high stick. They're doing a... now we have another face-off just outside the Colorado zone. Just a lot of ref puck. I'm not sure there's a good way to describe it when it's happening on the ice or in hockey. Tampa Bay wins the face-off. Right now the shots are 11-10 in favor of Tampa Bay. Uh-oh, and another nearly close-up attempt, but they're not able to effectively aim and control the shot. Trying to look for a centering pass. Will get dumped back along behind the boards. Now, and sent back again to the near side. Now he's fighting along the boards again. Sent off the back wall and does not get the strength to get it cleared. It gets sent right into the thigh of a Tampa Bay player, and finally Colorado controls it. Will take it behind the net. Cubs, yeah, I heard the Cubs have taken a little bit of a nosedive. The Blackhawks, honestly, less said about them the better. And the Bears, the Bears. Well, meanwhile, Colorado's gained some good shots on goal, and Vasilevsky wasn't able to control the rebound that time. But how do you think it's going to be? You think it's going to be a rough season for the Bears? And hopefully that Justin Fields will be able to develop well. Now the puck is bouncing everywhere. I was looking for an equalizer, but they lose control of the puck and cannot keep it in the zone. Damn. That would help, Logan. That would help. The games would get really long, though. Honestly, I'd say this is a good game. Thankfully, the Avalanche have been keeping a lot of pressure on Vasilevsky. They've been shooting just as much as Tampa Bay. It's just that Tampa Bay are playing with a lot of hunger right now because they don't want to get eliminated. Oh, and he nearly misses it right through the crease. Another try for the Avalanche as time is ticking down. 30 seconds to go in the first period. Down goes a player. They end up having to bounce it off the boards because they could not get properly set up. Down to 20 seconds to go. Faking the shot. Now finally gets it in. Shoots it into a Tampa Bay player. It will get dumped out of the zone. And that may end the first period. But, oh no, it will be icing. Whew. Yeah, I hope now, DSR, now that Matt Nagy is no longer in your organization to screw up quarterbacks, that there will be some good progress made with Justin Fields, and that, his natural talents will be used, but also that he'll expand his toolbox and his skill set while he's there. So at least you have something to hope for. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that for a division rival team, but I don't care. And now we stop play again for an offsides. So this is probably going to be the end of the first period right here, unless something goes drastically wrong, which it could. It could, but I'm a little skeptical at the moment. Faceoff will be just outside the Tampa Bay zone. And nothing doing. Well, that will do it. We're down the first period, and Tampa Bay struck first. Colorado just keeps raining shots down on Vasilevsky. Hopefully it will be enough to keep them in the game. But in the meantime, I am going to take a little pause for the cause. And another Stupid Sports Show will be back with period 2 of Colorado versus Tampa Bay in just a sec. Thanks again for being here, guys. are back. I really don't know if anybody's listening right now because I hid the window that tells me how many people are actually watching in the chat right now. So I could be talking to no one at the moment. I kind of don't care. But if there is no one here, that means that you all miss out on cat time. So we're just going to sit here and have cat time. And you may feel free to join whenever you are ready. Oh yes, Angie. Angie's been handling things rather well, to be honest. She isn't over trying to get at the door or, paw underneath it. It's just she does not want me to ignore her. And I won't. But I'm trying to spend enough time with the little bugger downstairs to let him know that one, he is safe, and two, that, he deserves a loving home. Yeah, I think part of it, True North, and this is just my opinion, is that, the internet has made a difference, and it enables a lot of people in ways to get out and talk directly to fans. I mean, a great example of this was Xavier Woods from WWE creating his Up, Up, Down, Down series that gave a lot of the lower card guys, some exposure and got them over with the fans in their own way. And honestly, Kurt was just doing the same thing in my book. He was putting himself out there, just being himself, and people really connected with him. And, it's upsetting, when a player that you want to see do well doesn't. And because we knew Kurt, because he'd had all of these online exposure, putting himself out there, it humanized him a little bit more and made him just, something besides another name and a number on a roster. Just a nice shot by Ruta there. Not sure what else could have been done to save that. But, yeah. I know, Angie. Well, at least you have Herbie fully loaded. So the Chargers won't be a complete mess next season. And for those of you who are wondering, no, the fandom of the Stray downstairs has not been determined yet. It may in the next couple of weeks, but that's all going to be dependent on him. And he does have a name. It's Monty. I know he's doing better, though, because now he is taken to sitting up on the steps when before he was always hiding whenever I came downstairs. He wants to get out. He wants the attention. Can't happen just yet, but, soon. Someday soon. Yeah, I know, Angie. Oh, thanks, William. Yeah, honestly, it seemed like a good name for him. So also in the meantime, gotta give the original angry cat of the household as many chin scritches as we can. to let her know that she will not be forgotten. I know. Hard life. Hard life. Oh. I'm not allowing you to go outside on 100-degree days. I'm taking away half your house to give it to an unruly stranger. But hey, you seem to be happy about where I put your litter box, so at least I can say I did that right. Oh. Well, while we're here, also, just for a little bit of a preview, I thought because these are going to be done much further down the line, can't hurt right now, I wanted to show you a couple of the LPs that I nabbed from my trip. Now this came from the last store that I hit in Detroit. Their name escapes me, but I know I have the receipt in the bag. And oh no, wait! This is from. Oh, these guys were awesome. Hello Records. I hit them first when I was in the Detroit area, and there I was able to find a 12-inch single from Gwen Stefani when her solo career didn't involve her being on The Voice and, you know, doing lovey-dovey stuff with that country dude. This is the single of Luxurious, produced by Nelly Hooper and Tony Kanal from the album Love, Angel Music Baby. Okay, whatever that is. Like, I was definitely not paying attention to pop music when Gwen Stefani had her whole big thing going on, so I really have no idea what I'm in for with her. I know, Angie. How dare I? True North points out that the state with the most people named Monty is Texas, so is he a Cowboy or Texans fan? I haven't found out yet, to be honest. I only figured out that Angie was a Chargers fan because she seemed much happier on the weeks that the Chargers won. So it could take a little bit of time. And yeah, I know the music stuff isn't what a lot of people subscribed for, but I find it interesting, and I try to find the interesting stuff to talk about as well. And then I don't know what to make of this one. It does, by the writing on the fronts, indicate that it once belonged to Carol, and also the label lets me know it sounds great in stereo. This is Hugh Maskella, recorded live at the Village Gate, his voice and trumpet, and I'll just let you all read the title. Yeah. I'm excited for this one, but I think it's going to be a landmine. Also, the fact that I don't know a lot about jazz will also probably be interesting to deal with as well. Oh. Oh, yeah, and honestly, the only thing I will say about today is that I had a good hour-long cry this afternoon for many reasons that I will not go into. And yeah, tomorrow the work begins, and what that work is, I need to figure out, at least as far as that is concerned. As far as all the other things are concerned, I need to get caught up on a lot of video stuff, because weather and illness, and probably one of the worst hangovers that I've ever experienced, kind of took me out this week. Also, quick tip, do not buy the beer that you know you shouldn't buy. No matter how funny you think it might be to buy it, or, oh, what the hell, I'll participate in the Independence Day circle jerk, whatever. Because then you end up with Natural Light red, white, and blueberry lemonade. I repeat, Natural Light red, white, and blueberry lemonade. Natty Light. Ugh. It is essentially the same as drinking a flavored candle. And in the middle of the night, I was subjected to some of the worst after drinking effects that I have ever felt in my life. And that is counting my 21st birthday, when I had 11 shots poured down my throat in the space of 10 minutes. Overall sponsor for tonight's game is Super Chill Cream Soda. I always thank them for their sponsorships. And unfortunately, I was not able to find any chicken flavored crackers when I went out today, so I'm a little worried about that. I did try chicken and biscuit, but they're alright. It's just not the same. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. Yeah, all I know, I'm weird. But yeah, today we're just sticking with Super Chill Cream Soda. Haven't had an opportunity to load up on any of the other sponsors in a little while, but they will be back. Don't worry. I also, for the first time in a long time, watched the Canadian Grand Prix qualifying and race last weekend, which, I'll be honest, was a lot of fun. You know, the racing has changed since I was actively watching it as a kid. Now they've put in some Mario Kart bullshit where if you fix your car, you get sent immediately to the back of the grid for position in the race. Who'd have thought? And then there's the drag reduction systems that you can only use at a certain time. And I have seen the meatball flag put out so many times, and I never thought I would see it after sitting through all those driver's ed classes during the PCA classroom times. And I just thought, oh yeah, well, that's never going to see that flag because nobody ever wrecks in these races. And yeah, though the meatball flag came out many a time, which is essentially you got something wrong with your car, fix it now before you get back out on the track flag. Uh-oh. We're back. Bring back the audio in my ear. This Stanley Cup final sponsored by... No, we're not reading their sponsors because Geico does not care about me. Yeah, Avalanche have a 23-18 shot attempts and 5 scoring chances, and Angie just bit my ankle. Oh yeah, you didn't miss this part. You didn't miss this part of me being around, did you, Angie? No, she did not. She is probably going off to sleep in my clothes hamper again and plot always plot. All right. You can keep yammering. John Cooper encouraging his guys to stay on the ice as much as possible. If you know, you know. Well, I figure as long as they're going to go to the whole Mario Kart thing, honestly, I will take cars that can change into boats. I would be down for that. Maybe that's what Kirsten will develop when if she gets a job at McLaren, is, you know, finally getting that hydro land F1 car that we've all been dreaming of. Does get played in, but will be cleared over player's head, and Avalanche will get nothing to do with that one. But looks like they were offsides. So, are you in a better mood now? Are you not going to bite my ankle again? Hey. Hey, I'm sorry if Monty's bothering you in the other room, but I can't really get out to him until after the game is done. Yeah. Sorry. Avalanche try to play it in. Shot gets deflected away immediately by a Tampa Bay stick. And they immediately get control of, well, they're fighting for control of it again. Wraparound attempted by the Avalanche, and the puck is now lost in front of the net. Somebody knocks it clear. And they will have to chase it down. Colorado working their way up again. They make it into the Tampa Bay zone. And now they're all fighting in the corner. They tried, but could not control it. Have to get back out to the red line and try again. And another dump in. Stamkos tries to set up a little something on the other end, but nothing doing. Avalanche are just clear. Shot goes wide. Will get deflected into the net, and there will be a face-off in the Tampa Bay end. Yeah, if Monty is a KC fan, Angie will be pissed. Yeah, I'm sure Angie will be angry anyway. That's kind of the natural state that she lives in, is just perpetual rage and then occasional affection. Cats. Avalanche win that faceoff and get a quick shot from Vasilevsky. Glove saves it, stops play yet again. Down below to 18 minutes to go now in the second period. They asked me to tweet about what winning a Stanley Cup would mean to me. I can't win a Stanley Cup. I'm nearly 40 years old and can barely skate anymore, so the question's moot. That shot over the middle gets deflected wide, actually over the net. And more stick poking leads to Colorado trying to set up and failing to get it anywhere. Now the Lightning are coming down the ice again. They attempt to dump it behind the goal. And now the Lightning are trying to start a noogie party behind Kemper. Wait, is he going to the box? Please tell me he's going. No? I guess not. Oh well. Anyway, now we've got a face-off again, down the Colorado zone. The Avs will win the face-off. It will get thrown all the way down the ice. It is not an icing call, thankfully. But there is a battle for it down the corner, and Lightning will come up with it. They're now back at center ice. Will get dumped into the Colorado zone, in behind the net. And the Lightning take control of it. They try to dump it in wide. It just bounces to the corner again. Pass back behind the net. That centering pass goes nowhere, and that shot just hits the side of the net. Once again, they try to look for somebody behind, but Colorado is doing a good job of pestering them and keeping them from getting any good position there on the ice. A wraparound is denied by Kemper, and Colorado is able to clear. And there it is, letting them play. I don't know specifically like a New York Giants fan. I think William would be able to answer that more accurately since he is a Giants fan. That centering pass goes nowhere, and the Avs player ends up in his own goal in an attempt to help. That clearing pass gets intercepted by Kucherov, and it'll be sent back around the wall again while they try to recenter at the blue line. Shot wide, deflected through many pairs of legs and skates. And the Avalanche ice it, and we will have another face-off in their end. It's about another 2 minutes gone. So far, the Avalanche have not been able to really firmly get anything going. Meanwhile, here comes the new face-off off to Kemper's right. Stamkos is bitching that he doesn't have any Ovaltine. Colorado wins the face-off, will clear it out of the zone. And it's another icing call. Well, this is certainly grinding to a halt now. Another face-off in the Colorado zone to Kemper's right. Once again, they dump it out, but actually control it at center ice this time. Able to bring it in, dump it behind. It's a couple of people battling a whole bunch of Lightning players, and they aren't able to control it effectively, but able to dump it back in, maybe get something going. Scooting it back behind the net, but are not able to get the bounce they need. Avalanche send it down into the Colorado end again, and it's icing on Tampa Bay this time. And he's not happy. And now John Cooper is bitching about a call not going his way again. I am not surprised. Mostly rage, says William. The draft is the only joy I've felt in years for this team. Yep. Face-offs are very important, True North. Very. And a score off a rebound for the Avalanche. We are tied up. Finally, after shot after shot after shot after shot, they get somebody in the right position. There it is. It's the rebound off of Vasilevsky. He loses track of it, and Nichushkin is right there to essentially sweep it into an open net. Fantastic. And he doesn't miss the wide open net, which is even better. Tampa Bay win the face-off off of that, but we are tied, folks. We may not be getting pizza tonight, but we are having an exciting game as there's a turnover in the Tampa Bay end. Avalanche are controlling again, trying to keep the pressure on, extend the lead perhaps. Tampa Bay getting a little more aggressive down in their end. And finally the puck squirts out. One of the Lightning players controls it. McDonough gain across the blue line, and it gets dumped back out from a little poke from somebody's stick. And the Avalanche are now having an attempt to set something up here. They're a little disorganized getting in, so they couldn't make a proper odd man play. A shot from a tough angle there, and they are not able to clear it. There's another shot that gets off of Vasilevsky and bounces behind the net. Avalanche gets it again. Shot deflected in front of the net. And there will be a penalty coming on Tampa Bay. Oh, it's going to be 4-on-4, you say? Okay. Logan? I actually kind of like the pillow fight idea. The only thing that scares me is that I don't trust the Lightning players to not do something like, say, hide a helmet in one of their pillowcases. I'm not saying that, I wouldn't trust the team that intentionally misled the NHL about being over the cap during one of their cup-winning seasons. But hey. I'll just leave that there. Also, this thing has been very, very behind in updating the chat. But unfortunately, I'd like to still be posting comments. Anyway, we've got a 4-on-4 coming up. Is there really a true loser in a pillow fight, though, True North? I mean, that just seems like, more fun for everybody. But, count on hockey players to, take a pillow fight too seriously. Oh, yep, we're down to 13:25, and now we have 2 minutes of 4-on-4 hockey. And I haven't seen much 4-on-4 hockey. So this is going to be very exciting for me, honestly. It's not something I'm used to. You know, less bodies, more wide open space. And now we get a penalty. And now a damn tripping penalty. So it's going to be 4-on-3 for the next 1 minute and 29 seconds. What would really make me happy right now is a shorthanded goal by Colorado during this 4-on-3. Probably won't happen, but it would be cool. First shot by Stamkos, saved by Kemper. And they're just going to take their bloody time. They're just going to keep loading up for Stamkos, it looks like, because that shot got deflected into the corner. Now Kucherov has the puck, and they're going to try to dump it in, but it gets batted away. Kucherov is able to recover. Minute to go down the 4-on-3. Stamkos again tries to set up top, and that wrister goes off the skate. 50 seconds to go. I don't like that early boo from True North. I have a feeling I'm not going to like what just happened. Oh, Stamkos gets his own rebound back from that shot. We got 22 seconds left. And that's a score. Oh my. So, which penalty gets killed first by that? That's what I want to know. Is it going to be the tripping, or is it going to be one of the penalties that led to the 4-on-4? Yeah. Well, okay, the tripping penalty goes away, and we get 17 seconds of 4-on-4. Yeah, Foster, that is kind of the sentiment for me too. Ugh, Tampa. And while Hagel will take it up as we return to full strength, they lose control of it behind the net. Lightning are trying to set up along the outside. We'll go to the far corner now. There's a lot of madness behind the boards, and they're sending it back and forth behind Kemper over and over again. Oh boy. Oh boy. I do not like another boo from True North. Oh no. Oh no. There goes Stamkos. Shot gets blocked. Attempt by Kadri, he could not get it through. Meanwhile, the forecheck is going well. They're dumping players all over the ice. And they are not going to get the penalty that they're looking for. Meanwhile, Vasilevsky gloves that save, and the crowd lets their feelings be known. Remember, Kucherov, you're making Florida people feel better about themselves. And off the post. Ugh. Horrible way for it to happen. Meanwhile, nobody can take control of that off the face-off. Puck just sits on the ice for a minute before a Tampa Bay player picks it up and skates merrily on his way into the Colorado zone. Well, now they're fighting for it again behind Kemper. They attempt the wraparound and it gets thrown wide. It will bounce out of the Colorado zone. I gotta be honest, the Colorado Avalanche look like they're kind of getting bodied by the Lightning right now. Now down to under 10 minutes to go in the second period. But finally the Avalanche are able to take control. Looks like they're just going to dawdle and try to get a line change going. Easy shot sent away by Vasilevsky with his stick. Meanwhile, we'll just be doofing around at center ice until at least one of these clubs gets their act together. Uh-oh, turnover in the Colorado zone. Lightning have it again. Another shot gets blocked. But Lightning get the rebound and are able to set up once again. Pass it around the blue line. They'll dump it in. And Kemper saves it in the 5-hole. And it looks like the Tampa Bay strategy is pick fights with whatever players they can and then put their hands up and be like, who, me? As soon as the refs start paying attention. Noted, True North, noted. The boos of True North represent the feelings of the Avs crowd and not a comment on the score. I do appreciate you trying to keep things vague in the name of lag difference. Oh, damn. I am out of Super Chill Cream Soda. Alright, it's a break. We're on a break right now. I am going to go get myself another soda. I will be right back. Back with a fresh Super Chill Cream Soda as Colorado tries to desperately again to even up this game. What currently stands Lightning 2, Avalanche 1, as Angie paws with fully extended claws at my leg to try to get my attention again, and the Tampa Bay Lightning control things down in the Colorado end. That shot gets deflected wide. Avalanche are able to take it out, but it doesn't look like they're actually going to be trying to take it in. They're just trying to kill time for a line change. Yep. Meanwhile, puck gets thrown out of bounds, and the faceoff will be near the Tampa Bay zone. All right. All right, all right, all right. If necessary, there will be a Game 6 sometime. I kind of didn't see when they mentioned it. But, oh, a lot of action in this second period so far. Definitely a change from the first. Puck bounces in clear into the Colorado zone. Centering pass to nobody. And the puck will get deflected away as the Avs try to dump it in. Up come the Lightning again on the near side. A lot of fighting along the boards for control, and Colorado comes out with it again. Now, can they actually set something up? No, their pass gets intercepted in the zone, will get dumped in as they try to get a foothold down here near Vasilevsky. That centering pass whiffed once, and then finally gets caught up at the end. That awkward angle shot goes nowhere, and the puck once again bounces out into Colorado zone. And just like that, the Avs are back on the offense again. Welcome, Solar. Glad you can make it. I do have the cursed OSU hat on, and meanwhile there is a noogie party happening on the ice. Maroon is stomping a mud hole into a player, and of course will not go to the box. Oh, now they stop play when the mask falls off. I see. Oh, that's why they're so angry, because a mask falling off is what gave Tampa Bay a goal in one of the other games. So, if anything, I think that ought to fire up the Avs. Apparently, the New York Yankees have a record of 52-18. Oh, great. Yeah. Yeah, he did it to stop play. Meanwhile, Colorado wins the faceoff. They're down in the Atlanta zone. Glove save made by Vasilevsky. Clock will stop again with 6:40 to go.